Welcome back to our channel, where you can find the latest news and untold stories about Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you news. Fans shed tears over Sophie's surprise and sweet gestures to Catherine amid her cancer battle. The Princess of Wales, Catherine, is among the most famous members of the British royal household. People widely acknowledge her as having a significant impact on the family's contemporary reputation. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has maintained an advantageous influence on the family since the moment she married Prince Edward in 1999. Thus, she isn't the sole highest-ranking member of the family who's usually regarded positively. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has reportedly been Princess Catherine's rock throughout her life, but particularly when things have been tough. After Princess Catherine got the terrible news that she was battling cancer, Sophie was supportive of her every single step of her journey, offering support and advice on how to effectively communicate with her children about their mother's illness. She even acts as a media shield for her royal closest buddy. As Princess Catherine faced the difficulties of her medical treatment and diagnosis, Sophie, a close friend of the Wales family, was there to listen and provide unfaltering emotional assistance. Throughout this difficult time, Princess Catherine found warmth and assurance in Sophie's presence and assistance. Standing by her friend's side through good and bad, she demonstrated unfaltering devotion and affection. True friendship has no limits. The link between both of these ladies became stronger while they faced hardship. However, rumors of strife inside the royal family are not uncommon, as they affect most households. The speculation of feuds between high-profile members of the British royal family dates back to the days of Princess Diana and the scandals surrounding her role at the company. This is not new to Catherine, particularly in light of Prince Harry's biography Spare. Thankfully, the princess's other connections inside the family don't seem to be quite as tense. Actually, she seems to have a far friendlier attitude towards her aunt-in-law Sophie. By comparing and contrasting the two women's lives, we can see that they're more than simply relatives. We may call them friends. Their formerly icy friendship has warmed up over the years, and here's how it happened. Sophie aided Catherine throughout her early assimilation into the life as a duchess. The ceremonial royal wedding of Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, took place on June 19, 1999, about 12 years before the 2011 weddings of Catherine and William. Sophie, who has been a member of the royal family for quite some time and had enough experience in her role, seemed to have taken it upon herself to help the newly minted Duchess of Cambridge acclimate to her new position. Even though Princess Catherine has been a member of the royal family for more than 10 years, she seems to still seek comfort from Sophie. They appeared in many positions together, and one of them showed Sophie face-checking Catherine with quite strong bouts of watchful-looking eye contact to indicate that she was adopting a semi-maternal approach. On the other hand, she additionally sports raised eyebrows and what's been termed a pinging grin, which indicates that she desires to make sure Catherine is happy with herself. The impact Sophie has made on Catherine is evident. The princess is more confident and capable in public, and the two are seemingly quite close whenever they've been in each other's company. The typical means by which they met their partners binds them together. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, and Princess Catherine both married into royal families, but they have something in common. They met their spouses in ordinary ways, contrasting some of their ancestors. Sophie met Prince Edward, the youngest son of Prince Philip and deceased Queen Elizabeth II, while advancing her communications profession. In fact, Edward and Sophie had their first official encounter in 1993, when Edward hired Sophie to talk about a real tennis charity event that they were both involved in. During their time as students at Scotland's University of St Andrews, Catherine and Prince William first crossed paths in 2001. William originally took a keen interest in Catherine as an acquaintance when she modelled for him in a student fashion show. She would later become his wife. Catherine hadn't shared with him the specifics of her outfit. According to the royal writer Katie Nicholl, William seemed taken aback when the woman appeared in a skimpy dress and pants. "That's amazing," William stated to his buddy Fergus. "Catherine is lovely." While aristocratic, all royal ties introduced many of the ladies in the extended family to their partners, the fact that these women met their husbands outside of such circles probably helped them strengthen their relationship. Prior to their weddings, both ladies had problems with the press. The British media similarly pursued Princess Catherine and Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, during the early stage of their romance. Later, their potential partners intervened on their behalf. Prince Edward pleaded with the media in a public letter he wrote in 1993 to keep his romantic life private. He pointed out that several other family members' weddings were hurt due to the scrutiny. I'm extremely aware that the rest of my immediate circle have also been subjected to an analogous spotlight, and it's not proven at all helpful to their connections, he said in a letter to a report. Hence, kindly, would you call an abrupt halt to your bullying of both Sophie and myself, and permit us to make an effort to continue on with our lives as normal? In 2007, William acted similarly while representing Catherine. The beginning of a letter on his behalf read, "Prince William feels extremely upset at the media's abuse of his lover. His number one priority is getting it to an end. Both ladies have handled scandals gracefully. Despite their positive impact on the royal family, Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, and Princess Catherine have been repeatedly involved in scandals. Both Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, and Princess Catherine have garnered respect for their distinct contributions to the organisation. Yet, their graceful handling of their own issues demonstrates their similarities and their understanding of their respective roles." In 2019, allegations surfaced that the Marchioness of Cholmondeley had an illicit relationship with Prince William, leading to accusations of a severe breach between Catherine and her close companion Rose Hanbury. The princess remained unfazed by the situation by adhering to the ancient royal maxim of never complain, never explain, even in her quick denials regarding the affair, and it took the form of warnings of legal action against outlets that covered the accusations. A report says that later that year, she and Rose were recognized at a church service in tandem. Her personal misfortune in 2001 profoundly affected her, and she also possesses the talent of gracefully handling controversy. A reporter impersonating an Arab sheikh covertly taped her. She appeared to be making inappropriate remarks about members of the royal family and a few lawmakers, as if abusing her position of power. She and Edward were so impressed that they decided to leave their respective professions and devote themselves entirely to the company. Their profession and friendship with the deceased queen gained the spotlight, so now their controversy is hardly a footnote when discussing them. In addition to their royal responsibilities, they are also active parents. Being able to be more active as parents and provide their kids with a more ordinary life, despite their royal status, is an additional trait shared by Princess Catherine and Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh. Lady Louise Mountbatten Windsor and James, Earl of Wessex, are Sophie and Prince Edward's kids. Sophie has stated that they intended to bring them in an ordinary manner, which possibly included not bestowing upon them their proper HRH titles, so that they could make their own decisions as adults. From an early age, we do our best to instill in them the reality that they will almost certainly need to work to support themselves. That's why we opted out of using the HRH titles. Sophie informed me in a report in 2020 that although they have them in their final days, they may choose to make use of them starting at the age of 18, but it's quite improbable. Regardless of being aware that she's nurturing a future monarch, Catherine supposedly feels deeply about providing her 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, with the most ordinary of lives possible. In the year 2019, an acquaintance of Catherine's told a report that she absolutely desires the presence of normality for the 3 of her kids, a sentiment she shared with her own childhood. She would like to recreate her upbringing, which includes spending time in the rural area with tightly connected family, according to the acquaintance. Thank you for taking the time to view today's video. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you very much.